Get him out of his high chair.
That was the don't throw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's real life. And that's one of the things that we wanted to, Emily and I were talking about, that we wanted to make sure that we get across to you. So I figured like that's a great starting point, is that this is real life. And it's December. It is totally temptation day, month, year, week out there. Like, this is when we get cookies and pizzas and bread, and so much comes to the office. I know in my office. And if it doesn't come to my office, it comes to my house. I actually have people sending cookies and treats to my house. So I just want you to know that this is life. And yes, those things will happen. I am sure I will have 1 or 3 of my mom's or my sister's cookies, but we just want to encourage you that part of having the accountability to this group and to yourself is that it doesn't make December a binge. Okay, like, let's go eat everything that we can, right? Like, the phrase don't throw the baby out with the bathwater always comes to my mind. Like, I was such a habitual binger, in my sense that I would get a dozen cookies delivered to my house and I would eat one, and oh well, I already ate one, so now I'll just eat the whole dozen. I need to get them out of the house. Or I brought ice cream home, now I'm going to eat the ice cream, and just got to get it out of the house, so I have to eat it all. I would be sent home with birthday cake, and well, I'll eat it all tonight so it gets out of the house. And that didn't serve me. That's how I got to 297 pounds. That's how I got to uncomfortable and my lack of energy, is because our food and what we eat fuels us. And so that's one thing that I just want to be mindful of, that it's not about beating yourself up and just giving all in and giving all up. If you have a treat, like, allow yourself a treat, but understand it's not for every single day. Like, I'm not sure when it came about that you should have dessert every day, but dessert doesn't need to be every day. Like, every meal doesn't need dessert. Every day doesn't need cookies. Every day doesn't need cakes. So I just want to encourage you that be mindful and don't beat yourself up and hold on to that guilt and just keep going down the ramp of picking out just because you can. Like, be mindful and take it one day at a time. And we're all in the same struggle as far as our temptations. And if you're baking cookies or baking treats for others because that's part of your family tradition, I can't imagine smelling it and not having at least one. But this is where the challenge and the accountability comes in, where you're buying into yourself by paying that extra $5, by investing in yourself with the extra shakes, and you're telling yourself, I'm worth it. And so hold on to those positives and hold on to that you're worth it, so that you're making the choice that you want instead of what you think you have to do. Oh, I have to eat that whole dozen cookies because they gave it to me. You don't have to. You really don't have to. So I'm giving you permission to have a treat or a cookie this month if you want, but I'm also asking you that doesn't mean every day and every week and every meal needs a dessert. Like, why not breakfast dessert then? Like, if we have to have dessert all the time, why not breakfast? Well, it should be a treat. And treats are not consistent. They're not all the time. They're every once in a while. So just be mindful in when you make that choice. Is it something you really want to enjoy and have, or are you just doing it because you think you have to? And how is it going to make you feel now? So, Emily, did you want to kick us with a little too?
Yeah, I was thinking, just kind of piggybacking off of that. Alcohol is something too that is I feel like a little more prevalent over the holidays. And I know that that's a big reason why I gained so much weight like the last 10 years and everything, is because I was getting prettier in college and afterwards. And I still drink cocktails, but one thing I always try to do now is be really mindful of when I do choose to drink, what I drink. And I always try so if you have like a holiday party to go to or something and there's going to be alcohol there, I always try to have like a big healthy meal before I go, just so I am full when I get there, because drinking on an empty stomach is bad news. And also, when, I don't know about you guys, but you have a couple of cocktails, then I'm like, ooh, pizza. And like everything is kind of more of a temptation, once you're a couple drinks in. But so just a couple things that I'm going to do this month is I'm really going to try to limit the alcohol, which I'm actually going to a winery this afternoon, but I'm just having like a couple tastings, and I'm going to eat a big salad before I go. And I'm just going to have like little samplings, and red wine is good for your heart. So I'm actually doing a good thing for myself today. But a couple things is like, there's a couple cocktails, and I'm going to throw this in the group throughout the month, but like clear liquors is a lot lower in calories. So I always try to do vodka soda, and then you can put like lemons or limes in it to make it a little better. Champagne is low in calories, and it's below 100. It's what I always try to stay with my drinks. But keep in mind too that like, yeah, maybe one drink is below 100, but you know, when you have 3 bottles, that's like, oh my gosh, you just negated all the work that you've done the last week. So just be really mindful of alcohol this month too. Not saying, guys, no booze till January, but like, just be mindful of like what you put in your body and everything. And I loved all the tips that you gave about cookies and treats and everything as well. You don't have to eat that just because it's there. And I think that's something that I think probably like my mom's generation grew up clean your plate, and that's how my mom raised me. And I think now it's really turning, and we just need to know you don't have to finish everything. It takes you 20 minutes to realize that your body's full. So I always try to drink water and eat slowly and chew slowly. Just be really mindful of what you're putting in your body, especially over the holidays.
One tip that I have actually from the work environment. Now I know you work at home, Emily, but for me, when someone brings a treat, one thing that you can do is all of a sudden have to go to the bathroom. Like stand up and walk away from the situation, or change the subject. Oh, start asking a question, make it about spending time with the people. You can do that at your family events, your work events, whatever. Just you start asking questions and get people to talk to you. And if you spend, I mean, how many times do you end up in a conversation and go, oh my God, an hour's flown by and I didn't get to eat because I was moving my mouth. So in dealing with some of those temptations, those are things we'll share throughout the month, but there's ways that you can divert above and around. And I did upload the graphic that's in our folder with wine, beer, and hard alcohol are actually a color in the Fixate portions. So you can moderate it. I mean, the Fixate containers are all about the 80-20 rule. It's about being able to not deprive yourself from everything, because keeping yourself on the straight and narrow perfect world forever is a very high and hard expectation. Some people succeed at that, and that's great. But we try to throw in the 80-20 rule, where you're making 80% of those good choices and let some of the 20% in. So I do have the alcohols and some different things on that one graphic that I uploaded. Were you ready? I wanted to share the screen a little just to take us over to the Challenge Tracker app. Because for part of the cash pot, you will at least once a week, you don't have to go in daily, but at least once a week, you'll need to log at least 5 shakes and 5 workouts. I know actually everybody on this call right now is doing more than 5, so that's great. But at least 5 a week to stay in contingency. Contingent. Okay, the share screen. Oh, here it is. Okay. I was like, it is not popping up this time. Okay, so the My Challenge portal here, I believe everybody's already logged in there, and you can set up a reminder for yourself to go in. Oh, Jamie got it up right away. So you don't have to put a picture in. You can just check off. Come on. Well, you guys are already rocking in the challenge group. Okay. Well, at least, and it's only letting.
Are you looking for the pluses?
Yeah, it's only letting me go in as a coach right now.
Yeah, I don't know if, is that an option on the website? You might have to go to the app to add it.
Yeah, I have to go to the app. So, okay. Well.
But I have had a couple people that just signed up with it yesterday, and it is a very, very simple app to navigate, and I really like it. I think it's really user friendly, and like when you're on your phone and once you've like set up your initial like goals and everything, when you log in each day, like it'll pop up where you can hit like the plus sign to add the shake or add the workout. And I have had somebody ask me if they have more than one shake a day, can they add it? Yeah, I know a lot of times that I'll have 2 a day, especially when my husband travels. But I always try to throw this out there too. When you're having 2 full shakes a day, make sure to get the calorie content up, because you don't want to be skimping on calories, because like we don't want to encourage that by any means. Like you don't want to starve yourself. And even though there's so many good things in the shakes, still like I know Courtney's great about adding spinach, which I always like forget until like after I drink it. But I really try to like up like the stuff I put in it if I'm having it for 2 separate meals.
No,
yeah,
perfect.
Track both. Don't you agree, Jen? If you have 2, you can add 2 for the day.
You can add 2. I mean, it's really just tracking for yourself, keeping yourself accountable. So on the app, and I'll do a regular video to put in the comments of this video to show you how to navigate. But so far, it looks like everybody's done a great job putting in, and that gives us coaches, we'll be able to do a month view so that we can quickly see, okay, who got their 5 in, who's still in contingent, who's still in the running for the $250. But we're also going to have 12 days of Christmas, some fitness related prizes and things. So we're going to have a lot of engagement and accountability, because for me personally, I like to have stuff in front of me and things to go for, because it keeps my attention on the results and things that I want, as opposed to looking at the bad stuff. So when in doubt, defer and look around and find something good to focus on. That's what I personally love to do. I'm a little bummed because I never realized that I couldn't show you what I wanted to show you in the app. So I let that distract me. Were there any specific questions or challenges about what we've started with so far with day 1 that anybody has? No? Okay. Just unmuting you guys in case you want to shout at me. No?
I don't think so.
I don't have any.
Okay.
I'm excited. Perfect. We have a lot of good stuff too for the 12 days. I don't think we've discussed exact inventory yet, but Jen and I were sending each other pictures of like all the stuff that we have, and we're like, oh my gosh! I was like telling her, I was like, I want your stuff.
I know. I want to get it too. I know. I can't wait. So we are going to just stay strong. We're going to be sharing our successes and challenges, and I know this is really going to help us end the year strong and prepare us for next year. I mean, 2018 is going to be an awesome year, and I don't want to throw away 2017 yet, because I know the next 30 days, today's the 2nd, right?
29
days. The next 29 days are going to be huge. I just know this is going to be such a great month, and I'll do like a tutorial video like I said, and we just wanted to get together, see some faces, and show you that we can do this. We're here for you, and we are going to rock this month. We are going to have the best holiday month ever, and we're going to make it not about the bad choices. We're going to make it about good choices, right? And pick it up a notch. So I think that is all that we wanted to cover. If nobody has any questions, we're going to let you get back to your busy Saturdays, and we'll check in the group a little bit later. And here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. Have an awesome Saturday. We'll see you guys online.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.